It's your boy DC Curry, DC Curry. You're listening to the DC Curry Show. DisRace, live from Uptown, the new improved Uptown in Atlanta, GA. DisRace, where our motto is no hate,
no fear,
but no fear. Respect all and fear none. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away.
And we never run.
We don't do no running. I got Sister JJ to my left.
It's me.
Representing all the wayward women of the world. They don't like our opinions, I hear, from some of their responses.
We're giving her respect. We're giving her respect.
So we brought her on.
We're giving her respect.
Let her speak a little piece.
She opened her mouth.
We let her speak a little piece.
Okay, y'all want to smoke today. Must be, men must be on their cycle.
I got my main man, Bo P, the black box on the left.
Who the who?
I got Mook man on my right. He's happy today. I don't know why. I got Minister Mohican, Brian Harper, Roman Harper's brother.
Always winning, always winning.
Kim Kardashian friend.
Friend of the Kardashians. Counselor to Kanye West.
Hey, they are living well if they watching what's going on with Kanye.
Oh, no.
Alabama sweatshirt.
Man, they look. Roll Tide.
Didn't they just lose?
No.
Oh, y'all didn't lose the last game we played? Y'all didn't lose?
Won. Mississippi State, I was right there.
Alabama don't do no losing, man.
They lost.
Now, them grown ass men.
They lost. Because when he came here last week, he ain't see none of that. He ain't say roll tide or nothing.
Well, that was because I was trying to represent Alabama State in defiance to what they were talking about, who was swag and wasn't swag.
Right.
Well, it really ain't no elephant in the room. It's an elephant in America. Kanye West, I don't know what to say about this boy. He ain't taking nothing back, though. He out there, but I don't know. He may have stepped on the wrong feet this time.
Yes,
He's
sir.
done.
Yeah.
Adidas said, adios, amigos. That means Adidas, CAA, the agency,
Vogue,
His agent, his lawyer,
Balenciaga, whatever
his lawyer,
it is.
Chase Bank.
Chase Bank,
Morgan, JP
Gap,
Morgan.
the Gap Band.
Yeah. And recently, I don't know if y'all saw it when I was on the way over here, even TJ Maxx said, we don't want you.
TJ Maxx,
It's rough when TJ Maxx don't want
Well,
you.
TD Jakes.
Last I saw
TJ Watts.
he had lost $4 million in one day. Last I saw.
No. You got it wrong, player. You got it wrong. You got it wrong.
That's
You
an
been
hour.
drinking.
That's an hour. That's an hour. That's an hour.
Huh?
Yeah, $4 million an hour.
No. Got it wrong.
Okay.
He's now
Correct
down
me.
now down to 460-something million.
They
after
say he
dropped out.
lost $900 million in one day.
Wow.
Yeah.
How much is he worth now?
He said he's down to $400 million.
Yes.
He was worth $1.3 billion.
They're
When
gonna
I
break him.
heard his money
They're gonna
wasn't
break
all what in his pocket, what he was claiming he had, it was collateral, what he was worth.
Yeah, a lot of it was collateral with Adidas.
11
They say
billion.
that was worth,
11. He said his collateral was up to 11 billion out of his mouth.
That's what he
said.
claimed. But
Yeah.
Forbes said the man was worth, including his Adidas deal, $1.3 billion.
Right.
They say he's now no longer considered a billionaire. He's down to a measly $400 million.
I mean, he's definitely vulnerable. All I'm saying is,
I like how y'all don't laugh at measly $400 million.
Yeah.
because it is man. Like,
I didn't laugh at
you sit there to go from, I don't know about anybody else, but if I lose that type of money, even though I only got 400 million left, I consider myself that I'm broke, because to go from that lifestyle in less than 6 months down to 400 million.
Well, does your lifestyle really change from 400 million to $1 billion?
As soon as that judge get that 200-something million out of George Floyd family, he gonna be down to 200-something million.
But what's the guy on Facebook and all that, Zoderberg?
Yeah.
And one day he lost like $7 billion.
Yeah.
And they said he didn't frown. It's like no problem.
Two things is
Kanye,
Facebook and
Kanye stuff was stretched out over a lifetime. So it was collateral. He didn't have that money in his pocket right now. It was a lifetime. But do you think it's hypocritical that when he was speaking about black people doing bad?
That's what I was going to say.
When he was speaking about George Floyd died because he had a fentanyl problem, when he's speaking about White Lives Matter, when he's speaking about I was voting for Trump and all this, nobody had a problem with it. When he's talking about how black people was
black people had problems.
Slavery was
black people had problems, and we did what we could do.
Right, exactly.
But when you talk about them Jews, and they did what they could do, it cost them $900 million.
Yes, sir.
He said, I can.
All we could do is stop buying the shoes.
Yes,
He
sir.
said, I can say what I want to say, and nothing gonna happen to me.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's what he
He
said.
said it.
But you know what?
He kept saying what he wanted to say.
In a recent post from Kanye, from I think it was TMZ, Kanye said that he wanted to abolish the relationships with a lot of these companies. He said the reason why him and Gap fell out was because he brought the main designer from Balenciaga over to Gap to design clothes because his goal was to get clothes, designer, good quality clothes at a cheaper price. So he said Gap wasn't going for it, so he said forget Gap. So it's rumors going around saying that
But don't forget
Kanye
that-
did all this to get out of these deals. The deal he had with Adidas was until 2030, I believe. They was like he wanted to get out of these deals. Now I'm not saying that a lot of this stuff, this rhetoric that he's spilling is because of that, but they say a big part in him doing what he's doing is because he wanted to get out those deals. And they're saying that he does have a lot of money
He ain't want the
and that he
money?
didn't really lose any money from stepping away from these deals.
I don't believe that.
Why he
There's
just
no
say
way.
I don't want to be a part of it?
You can
didn't have
debate
to-
about the amount. There's no way he didn't lose money by getting out of these deals. That's impossible. That's what a deal is.
But if they
So ain't no way he ain't getting
drop you, right? If you have a contract and they drop you, now you didn't basically under the contract, you fulfilled your contractual obligation, but because
No. You
No,
cannot
they
say
got
that if you don't know the deal.
Yeah, they
I mean,
No, I'm
athletes
I'm-
lose endorsements all the time. They got a deal, but they get caught up in some shit or say the wrong thing. That's I guarantee you.
That's a character
All them
clause.
lawyers, they got in that contract.
They
you
got a
do
character
something-
clause.
Something
Yeah,
like this.
yeah, anything to bring.
But this is a- but
tarnish
this-
void the
something
contract.
but
like
this
that.
is a situation where it's freedom of speech. So it's like
Nah.
at the end of the day, it's really what he's doing. Even though it's
You
asinine
mess
what
with
he's
them
doing, but
Jews,
that's,
you ain't
but
got
that's
no
what he's
freedom
doing.
of
It's freedom of
speech.
speech.
But when they own your freedom,
It's what
when
he
they
done.
own
You
your
mess
freedom,
with them Jews, you ain't got no freedom
when they
of
own
speech.
your freedom, you can't
Yeah.
say what you want to. They just proved that.
Plus, what he said was beyond freedom of speech. You know, they talk about freedom of speech, but you can't just walk in a place and say,
Exactly.
"I got a bomb."
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You can't.
You can, but there's repercussions behind it.
Okay, so it's not free.
Right.
You can't just say whatever the hell
I
you.
mean, you can say what you want to say, but I'm just saying it's consequences.
You got consequences,
Yeah.
and right now he got to deal with these consequences.
What-
and
what-
so
what-
far,
what is the Jew?
so
What's
far
the
the
Jew?
consequences
What's
been
the Jew?
almost
What's
$1
the
billion.
Jewish? What was the Jewish man? Oh my God, the rabbi. He said, I saw before I left. He said,
Sammy Davis Jr.
he basically was saying all that stuff that he was saying. That was what he was saying. But when he started talking about this, what is it? What is
Anti-Semitism.
Anti-Semitic.
Yes, he said that goes above all. So basically, what he's saying is he could say whatever he wanted to say about, except don't talk about us. That was it.
Can we give Kanye?
He basically
this
said,
much-
I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he said on CNN.
But if we controlled everything, we'd be the same way. I mean, we just had we're not gonna let anybody say the N-word around us. Like, it don't care how much money, how much respect you got or power. If you are not of a certain race, you can just come in and say, look at all y'all in. It's going to be a problem here. And so since the Jews have shown you that, hey, we
But
control a lot
he
of
was
this.
disrespecting. He disrespected us. He disrespected. I mean, I don't know about white people.
But we didn't shut him
my
down.
point-
When they
well, like
disrespected us,
DC said, we
nobody
did the
shut
best
it
we
down.
could do. We just stopped buying his shoes.
We ain't shutting down. All we can do is stop buying
We
that
did the
shit.
best we could do.
Yeah.
Can I say this?
Go
Can
ahead,
we
Bo.
say that Kanye proved a point by saying you can't? I mean, he did it the negative way, but he proved a point by saying you can't really talk about who you want to any kind of way.
We already knew that. We
About
need
the
that
powers that
lesson.
be.
Who didn't know
We
that?
knew that
Powers that be,
lesson.
when the powers that be is in charge, you can't say what you want to, but the
Exactly.
powers
Who
that be.
didn't
And that's
know
what
that?
he was saying, that you can't speak out against that. And he was trying to speak out against that. And he said, I'm asking all my rich friends, my ballers, my entertainers,
No.
speak out with me and say,
They ain't risking their money for him.
But
They not risking their
He
money.
went
going on.
beyond. He went
Yeah,
beyond.
he
The
went off
man
the ledge.
wished death. He said, "I'm going DEFCON 3."
Yeah.
The man went straight
Yeah.
Hitler-esque.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he was saying you can't say what you want to about the powers that be. But he was trying to say, I'm going to do it.
Here's my theory.
But nobody followed him up.
Here's my
He
theory.
said I can say whatever I want to say.
He
ain't
made
nobody
his
gonna do
big
nothing.
mistake going anti-black. When he said slavery was a choice, the repercussions were slim to none.
He about to find out.
But then when he said white lives matter and wore the shirts, there was a noticeable black revolt. So what does he do? Smart ass Kanye, what does he do? He comes up with an anti-Jewish thing. This is my conspiracy theory now. To combat the black rising that's coming up against him, to throw him off, he comes out with the Jews are mistreating black people.
Well, can I say something?
No.
Well, I am. Kanye made a reply to that. He said that he feels as though it's not fair. He said, everybody got on me for wearing a White Lives Matter t-shirt, but nobody got on white folks for wearing a Black Lives Matter t-shirt.
That
That
just
is
shows
the
you that's
dumbest-
a very ignorant assumption.
Yeah.
That's
What?
like if they started a NAAWP, National Association for the Advancement of White People. They already advanced, and everybody knows it. So for them to have an NAAWP, National Association for the Advancement of White People, would mean we gonna oppress black people more. When the oppressed say we NAACP, we trying to advance just to get up even. When the oppressors say he finna have, it means we finna push you down some damn more. So same with White Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter. The reason White Lives Matter is racist is because everybody know that ain't the argument. And it started because all the black folk were being killed by the police.
But I think that's the point. So if white people who, you got white people, that's basically the cause. You got white people killing black people, but then you turn around and got white people wearing Black Lives Matter shirts, and no one says anything about it. They applaud that.
Yeah.
But then when the black guy says, wears a White Lives Matter t-shirt.
Because
you
White
go against
Lives
him.
Matter is not an issue.
It's not an issue.
It's a
always known.
non-discussion.
And the white people that was wearing it was trying to let us know that they stand.
Can I
I've never
go here?
seen anything that indicated white lives don't matter.
Can I go here? Can I go here?
But then,
Something
and then the
deeper?
white people that were wearing it, they were trying to let us know, I'm standing
They were
with you
supporting.
guys.
Right.
I'm standing with you all.
Okay, so he's letting the white folks know
Can
that
I-
he's standing with them.
That's what he did.
That's what I'm saying, though. So
Well, where they
Can
at
I-
now? Because he need them to stand with him now, boy.
So are you saying Kanye did this Jew thing, his Jew anti-Semitic statements on purpose,
Me?
but it backfired on
That's
him? Is that-
exactly what I'm saying.
But it backfired.
Yeah. But what he was trying to do is get the heat off of himself because of this bonehead move he made, and black folk started saying, "Now wait a minute."
Can I interject?
So he comes
something?
out with this. He comes up with this anti-Semitic thing.
Can I inject something?
Sure.
Is this the same thing when we had to do the when we had to work? You had to work. We want equal working rights. What it was called?
affirmative action.
Affirmative action. All right, affirmative action. So why should we have to ask for affirmative action? We're doing the same work as you're doing. So when he did about the Black Lives Matter, so what, I'm saying not him, but when Black Lives Matter happened, it's the same thing with me in affirmative action. We should have to ask for affirmative action. We should be opportunized the same thing that you get.
But they're not gonna do it.
Is it
I mean, it's so many
Opportun-
battlefronts when it comes to race and power. It's unreal. I mean, it can start at sports. It can start at numerous things. I mean, people understand like Black Lives Matter didn't start with George Floyd. It started with the young man.
Well, no, you're going off course. You're going off course. You're going off course.
No,
I'm saying
the reason we had to
action.
have affirmative action is because historically in
They
this
weren't
country,
hiring us.
black folk have not been afforded the same opportunity.
Yeah, they weren't
So that's
hiring
why
us.
they had to have affirmative
Exactly. So now we got to ask for Black Lives Matter for the same opportunity to be treated the same way.
Same thing.
I'm saying.
Well, you got to
it's the
do
same
it
thing.
You better.
because obviously
Same
they're not gonna do
So
right.
we shouldn't
so
have
we
to
got
ask
to.
that in America when we're afraid just like them.
No, we shouldn't, but
should
we
be.
have to.
Yeah.
No, we
That's how it
shouldn't, but
is.
we got to.
And even though he came out and made a little old partial thing, he said, well, basically said the Jews I deal with. Well, you know, he had made blanket statements, and I'm not one to say that all white folk have mistreated all black
no, not at all.
Ain't nobody crazy.
Yeah, not at all.
Ain't nobody crazy. But he made some statements. They had the skinheads in California were out hanging up banners on bridges, man. We support Kanye West and what he said.
Thank you.
Skinheads. This is a white hate groups
Yeah.
saying we with Kanye on this.
Yeah, because white lives matter.
I mean, it was almost like we don't like no black folk, but we hate the Jews. Why?
Man, we with you. He's thinking that a certain systemic form of white supremacy is going to side with him, and he doesn't understand there's a certain form of white supremacy that don't make the calls when it comes to money and power. Now they might be in number.
I mean, even Donald Trump put some distance between it. Now you know
Yeah, that's
when
what
a
I'm saying.
fool say you a fool,
Yeah,
it's
that's what I'm
pretty
saying.
much
It's-
official.
Yeah, when they distance you, I mean, yeah, you got some white supremacists out there, but they don't have the pull that we know certain Jews and certain people in power just don't have.
Yeah.
Tell them.
Welcome to America, Kanye.
He about to find out if it's a choice though.
I believe he's about to find
He
out.
about to find out if slavery was a
Well,
choice.
God bless him. He's down to a measly $400 million.
Measly.
Until the
Measly
George
400.
trial.
We'll be right back.